When you talk, you're repeating what you know. When you listen, you're learning something new. Hey there, Bitcoiners. How are you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? A little bit of red, but you know what they say, what goes up must come down. I think, what were we looking at? 3, possibly 4 days of red, depending on what cryptocurrency you're holding at and what your portfolio looks like. So, of course, we're sliding backwards a little bit. I think I seen Bitcoin was down like 0.5%. Nothing to be worried about. We got news. We got a little bit of news all over the place. Of course, we're always seeing bullish stuff. But you know what today is? Today is the day that we take off for EDC. And we got somebody over here who's super excited.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you today, Samantha?
I'm good. Very, very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you nervous or are you excited?
I'm both.
You're both.
I am both. I am the one who failed speech class because I refused. Like, I tried like the first 2 speeches or something, and that was it. I was like, no. So I never did any speeches. Like, yes, this is a little nerve-wracking, but I am very excited. Like, I know it's going to be awesome besides the having to talk to strangers part. So hopefully that'll be good.
So do you have your EDM outfit picked out?
I have some of it. I mean, like, you saw that I got a drawstring bag yesterday that's all fuzzy and has a face on it. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm wearing the Bitcoin shirt for the one day. I don't know 100% about the second day, and I'm not 100% where my fairy wings are. So
we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the news. We need you guys to definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't, but you're going to want to hit that notification bell. We were testing out the cell phone last night to be able to try to shoot some live streams. I mean, we don't get very good cell signal out here, just like we don't get very good internet signal. So, I mean, it worked all right, especially when we stood still. So we think we're definitely not going to be able to do any of those like walking through the crowd kind of videos, but I think we might be able to find a few quiet spots to be able to have Samantha act as a tripod, possibly. We've seen that the chat pops up on the screen with the app that we're going to be using. So that's going to be a nice plus. I don't know if Samantha's going to be able to remember everyone's chat or interrupt the conversation. We're going to see if we can't interview some people. I'm going to try to see what I can do, bring as much, to the show as I can for all of the funding that you guys have brought to us. But right now, let's go ahead and pull up that coin. Oh, no, wait, let's use Paprika today because I've been getting good reviews from that. I told you guys I was using CoinMarketCap because pretty much you Google search and that's the first place it sends new people. I definitely am here to help educate the new people into cryptocurrency, as this is like a nonprofit organization towards the, what would you call it?
Expansion
of Bitcoin.
All right. We have Coin Paprika.
Bitcoin awareness.
Yep. There's like, it's just all of the good buzzwords.
All of the good buzzwords that are going to say
adoption.
We want people in Bitcoin. It is a better form of money. There is nothing like peer-to-peer transactions. All right, so what do we got here? We got Bitcoin knocking its head against 6,500. Hey, I'm all right with that price. I mean, Bitcoin's been so steady lately, you could call it a stable coin pretty much. I mean, if you're looking at less than half a Bitcoin, the price fluctuation has been like pennies on the dollar. So nothing to stress about. And hey, look, we're up. If you look at the 7-day there, almost a full %. We got Ethereum on the other side of $200 at 214. Not bad, even though they're slinking backwards 2.25%. We got Ripple sliding backwards. What do you think? I think this was pretty much a lot based on the fact that there was some hype up about Swift with their upgrade using the actual XRapid currency coin to be able to do some transactions, and that happened to be false news. But we get false news all the time here in cryptocurrency. I steer clear of it. I'm sorry if you're taking a loss. Maybe it'll go back up. We're coming in at 51 cents. That's down 4.4%. Bitcoin Cash sliding backwards. I mean, I thought that pump was definitely a little bit too juicy. But as you look at the end of the week there, you see they're still up 38.7%. So I don't know if I'd complain too much about a 5.6% pullback on those kind of gains, considering how the altcoin market has definitely been sideways action with anybody having trouble making profits. We got more news about Bitcoin Cash as we move into the news section. We got EOS on the other side of $5.50 coming at $5.54. That's down 2.5%. But as you see, I mean, we're still green as you look down the 7-day over there on the edge. So Stellar Luma's coming in at 25.3 cents. $125 million giveaway they're doing, Samantha.
Yes.
I signed you up. I signed me up. I signed our son up. I definitely want a free $75. If you guys go over and check out my Twitter, I got a link to it over there. No affiliation code or nothing like that. It's just a link to help you over there. Somebody was already asking me questions based on the link. From what I see, you have to get a blockchain wallet. You need to go ahead and sign up with your email. They make you confirm your email, and then you're waiting for another email or two down the road before they go ahead and deposit any of this cryptocurrency into your wallet. I think there's going to be some know your customer along with it and all of these other things. So they got some hoops they're going to want you to jump through. Next thing you know, they're going to have you sharing stuff on their social media and everything else. That's why I got out of all those airdrops, but they were sweet in their day. We got Litecoin coming in at $53.50. That's really not too bad. Down 2.6%. Cardano, 7.8 cents, but still 10% gain across the week as we're looking at a 1.8% pullback. All right, let's slide down here a little bit and see what we got going on. Ooh, there's an ant on me. Get down here and see what we're looking at. Steam coming in at 79 cents, sliding backwards 1.29%. Once again, I'm just going to stay optimistic. Steam is definitely one of those blockchains that's out there with real world case scenario, which is kind of hard to find at certain times. They are one of the fastest blockchains, you know, for transactions per second that are actually being used. They're up there with EOS and everything else. So, I mean, come on over to DTube, come on over to Steam. Like I'm always saying, upvote my post. It's one of the best things you can do to help out the channel and not take anything out of your pocket. Even if you don't have Steam power, just, you know, the extra upvotes gets people's attention, moves me up on the hot list and stuff like that. So, I mean, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. All right, everybody looking for a Steam back dollar. The Steam dollar. Let's see what we got going here as we're looking at altcoins sliding backwards. 98.1 cents, sliding backwards as well, coming in at 0.6. So, I mean, we're still looking at altcoins looking undervalued for the year, but, I mean, we're at the end of a bear market. It's been like this for a while now, and I mean, we keep hearing people talking about that the price could be popping up anytime soon. Now people have pushed it off as they continue to do. I think I've been heering people pushing off this.
Oh, now it's January 2018.
No, they're saying around Christmas that we could be expecting a nice little Christmas gift here from part of what I was, you know, glancing at. I didn't even bother to read the whole thing because I don't bother reading price articles because I'm in it for the long term. All right.
That's lovely. So only another month.
As I have to keep doing because we're so super excited and heading there and packing today. Here's the flyer that we're going to be passing out at the Electric Daisy Carnival in Tinker Field tomorrow. Are we going to be bringing an episode in the morning before we take off?
Yeah, I mean, if you want. No.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Let us know. I guess we can try to bring you guys an episode before we take off.
Yeah, because we're going to be all. I mean, we'll have everything in the car and everything before that. So.
Well, as you can see here, I mean, there's no words on here because, I mean, Bitcoin, you don't need it. You can go right here to YouTube with Andreas Antonopoulos. You can go over to Wikipedia and get a non-biased opinion. Right there's a Samurai wallet to really protect their cryptocurrency. Also help with Stonewall, be able to help with some privacy as well that they're not even going to have to be aware of. And it's just Bitcoin, so it keeps it nice and simple for them. And then, of course, the always controversial Coinbase. But with Coinbase, you know that they could be receiving Bitcoin off their debit card within 48 hours. And now with the addition of Ethereum Classic and OX, they have other options to help expand them on the horizon. For those of you that believe that Bitcoin shouldn't be the only cryptocurrency that's talked about.
Yeah, they do have a decent amount of like other coins though. So
yeah. Well, let's go ahead and stop the screen share.
Dun, dun.
Let's pull out the backyard. Oh, there's your chicken.
Camilla.
I still think it's funny that it's Gonzo's girlfriend.
That's what. Well, no, she was the longhorn.
Yeah, she was a longhorn. But... Good morning, you guys. Thanks for joining me out here for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. Feels good today. Nice weather. I mean, it's, you know, not dying hot. The clock turning back feels good too.
All right, so we have Paul Rouleau here.
Oh, my stable man.
We have Andy Anderson.
Andy. Nice to see you, bro.
We have John from Malibu.
John from Malibu. We ain't seen you in a hot minute.
I know.
Samantha
I
was
said
just
something.
asking about you the other day because, of course, you guys are our friends as well, and we talk about you behind your back.
He said, "Good God, I'm awake now." Bitcoin Crypto News Education said, "Good morning, Bitcoiners."
Good morning, my man down there in South Florida, keeping it real with his Monday shows.
Oh, Crypto Shrugged author. Good morning.
Awesome, you guys. Yeah, all right. So you gotta hit that notification bell. You gotta try to share this out because, of course, over the next 2 days, we're going to try to do as much as we possibly can to show you guys what all of your money went ahead and bought by purchasing us 2 tickets and Samantha the t-shirt and the Bitcoin flyers. I mean, we're going to try to spread some Bitcoin awareness. And, you know, even if it doesn't get through to them today, you know, it's more information that they're going to have to digest and process. And maybe as some sort of economical crisis occurs later on in life for them, they'll remember Bitcoin and they'll remember what we talked about with them. So what do we got going on with the news as we move forward? We got Poloniex out there. I don't use them anymore. I stopped using them way back in the day of the troll box.
Yeah, didn't they eventually shut? No, the
troll box went away a long time ago.
God, but I do remember. Yes,
I remember everybody just getting there being like, horrible. Pump this coin, pump that coin, or organize cryptocurrency pumping because of the market, because we were so small. There were so few of us.
I do remember that. Oh, okay, continue. Wow. Yes.
All right, so we got Poloniex out there. They're launching trading for both sides of this Bitcoin Cash. It seems like this split is like one of the best things that's been happening for them. I mean, you know, it seemed like people were talking about how they were not that great of a cryptocurrency and that they were dying. It seems like now lately, I mean, what are we looking at? Almost a 40% pump up in the last week. We got everybody talking about them. We got them in the news every single day. It's hard to get away from it. So, I mean, hey, even if some of the controversial theories are, you know, that there's not really at the last minute, you know, Satoshi's Vision version, the Craig Wright one is just going to say, oh, well, we don't necessarily have enough support and, you know, close up shop, and it never happened as a big media ploy. But we're looking at Poloniex. They're going to be launching trading for the ABC, which is the Bitmain Roger Ver version, and the Satoshi's Vision, which is Craig Wright's version. At the exchange, they're saying that they want to stay neutral and that exchanges should stay neutral to the situation, and that them going ahead and providing this preemptive trading between the two coins, it empowers their customers, and that's what they're looking forward to in the future, of being able to, you know, empower the people that are using the exchanges to be able to understand what the, you know, a coin could do or should do before the event actually happens, by offering the trading option on this cryptocurrency before the fork. You know, it could, like, I guess they're saying it'd give you insight. You know, you standing on the sidelines, Samantha, and me and Turkey over here are trading back and forth between this Bitcoin Cash. You can see, you know, by November 15th, which coin you might want to hold if my version is, you know, 2x compared to Turkey's version over here.
Okay, yes. But
so, I mean, it also gives, you know, chance for them to make more off fees, of course, you know, and then it also gives the opportunity to be able to, for those traders, those people that are really out there, you know, trying to move and hustle and shake it every day, it gives them the option to go back and forth. I mean, I'm assuming the volatility starts to get pretty high. I didn't go over to Poloniex and look at it. Every time I go to log in, they still tell me I got like 20 cents on there, and they want me to take care of the know your customer over the 20 cents. It's like, man, I traded a few $1,000s on there. I ain't giving you nothing.
20 cents, you can keep it.
Yeah, I'm going to run from that one for the moment. I got a lot of other exchanges I can use at the moment.
I don't know. They weren't, I didn't like them as much when we started going to other ones, but you did use it for quite a long time.
It was the exchange back in the day. I mean, now they're owned by Circle, so I mean, it's not even the same situation. It was Goldman Sachs' way of being able to get in on the cryptocurrency exchange. I mean, I guess instead of buying cryptocurrency and trying to make money like the rest of us, they're like, we're just going to own the exchange and make money off all of you guys trading it.
Yep, we're just going to get all fees. Yeah, you know.
Well, the exchange is pretty much like the modern day cryptocurrency bank. All right. So what else are we looking at here for news on Bitcoin and coffee? Well, we got Bitcoin. Every time I bring this one up, or this cryptocurrency, everybody's like, what? I mean, it's one of the oldest altcoins out here, but I mean, from the beginning has been shrouded in, oh, hey, Camila, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
Has been shrouded in controversy and scams and all kinds of problems. And we're looking at, hey, maybe the developers have finally exit scammed on this and have taken off and actually got a pretty good reason to say that it wasn't them, even though it may possibly have been. So I guess more of that tinfoil hat stuff people like to talk about here in the cryptocurrency space. We're looking at, like, I mean, what did they do? They pre-mined 82% of the coin in the beginning. So, I mean, that definitely gives them an advantage.
Yes.
I mean, this was supposed to have been, I mean, every transaction's anonymous on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was CPU ran. It was
I remember we ran it off
people.
the throat, like the Frankenstein. Yeah.
One of the original miners I made was a CPU with a graphics card, and I was trying to mine a couple different cryptocurrencies a few years back, and Bitcoin was one of the ones.
Yes, it was.
So they got listed at Binance, right? I mean, everybody knows what happens with a Binance listing. They shot up like crazy. I mean, usually they sat anywhere between, what, 50 Satoshis and 200 Satoshis on, like, their pumps.
Right, on their good days.
And they went up to, like, a 1.8 cents, so almost 2 cents.
Wow.
So that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then problems on the network, DDoS attack, clogged it all up. Developers went and wrote on their page or whatever saying, due to network difficulties, you know, you shouldn't send any transactions for the time being. We are working hard at the problem, blah, 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 blah. You know, the price dropped down. You got left holding the bags after all that cryptocurrency pretty much that they moved over to Binance and dumped during the peak, you know. So they DDoS their own network. They shut it down. Then all the exchanges delisted it. So now the coin's pretty much dead in the water. It'd be hard to find a place to be able to go dump any if you had them that wasn't on an exchange.
Right, because I don't even...
And at the same time, I mean, it's not like they actually, like, exit scammed in a fashion where you could be able to go file lawsuits or anything. They just say, we had network problems. What do you want me to do? I mean, we tried something and it didn't work. At the end of the article, they recommended that if you were still holding any bags, to try to find a way to get rid of them. I mean, I don't think this is the death of Bitcoin. I mean, we've heard this before. I mean, Bitcoin is one of those coins, just like Bitcoin. You keep hearing about the death of it and the scams and all of this other stuff. I mean, I do believe they are like the original scam coin that's still left out here in the cryptocurrency market now that one coin is gone. But I don't think they're dead. I think somebody else, as soon as it goes down to next to nothing, someone's going to go out there, pick it all up, pay a few $1 million, get it listed at another exchange, throw some fake developers or more fake developers on there, or pump it up again, bring in a bunch of new suckers. Cryptocurrency likes to go in cycles like this of ripping people off as new investors come in. Woo. Oh, the kid's leaving. Yeah. My son's going to school. All right.
So our motion sensors are going on.
What do we got going on in the chat? Is there anybody else hanging out with us today? Anybody got any opinions on this stuff about Poloniex?
Oh, the camera just went off. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
You need some help? You have to turn it on and off again.
Mm-hmm. I did already. There we go. Second time of on and off is the way to go.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
Right. Oh, we have Smooth Talking Hank here. He says, good morning.
Hank, my man, thanks for getting out here today and talking a little crypto this morning as we drink a cup of coffee. I mean, there's been a lot of infrastructure built this year in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I mean, it definitely is starting to feel like that the sentiment in cryptocurrency is moving towards that to help adoption, to help cryptocurrency prices. We need to get spending of cryptocurrency going. I mean, we see lots of things moving towards this direction as we're looking at debit cards. And like I was talking about earlier when we were doing the coin market cap stuff, you know, Stellar Luma is putting $125 million out there to incite spending.
That is,
I mean, it's catch-22 because here we are at the bottom of the bear market at $6,000, and it's like, yes, a lot of us are profitable, and you want to, you know, it's like, okay, well, you know, spending is what's going to fix this. Let's start spending some Bitcoin, but at the same time, it's like we know where Bitcoin's going. You know, we know that the network is a lot better than what it is, so it's like, Why would I want to spend Bitcoin at 6,000? I'd much rather wait till 60,000 because that's supposed to be right around the corner. I mean, if we're looking at a long-term picture.
Yes, we have someone named, we're going to go with Pa. I don't know. It's P-A-U, but they say $25,000 Bitcoin by December 15th. So, yes.
I mean,
there's people, yes.
That's what we're hearing is that we're looking at a good Christmas with Bitcoin. So maybe we'll all be running out at the last minute buying those extra presents for everybody. I mean, I'm prepared either way. You know, that's how life works the best. I found for me is, you know, you prepare for the worst and cross your fingers and hope for the best. And usually you land somewhere in the middle.
I mean, you never know. Yes. I mean, everyone hopes that it is to the moon.
To the moon. I mean, I don't know. We don't need a super spike up because we know what happens with that. We've seen what happened in 2017. If we shoot up too fast, too quick, we'll draw too much attention. And with all the attention we draw, there's going to be a lot of backlash. We'll be looking at a lot of new people, look at a lot of scammers. And then we'll be looking at another bear market. And we really don't need to go through that again. This one's been rough enough. Everyone's probably had to go back out there and get those 9-to-5s or tighten the belt in one way or another to be able to hemorrhage some of the spending. I mean, 2020 is coming up. We don't want to be looking at a halving with problems, or what? Are we going to pump all the way till then for a year and a half? I mean, that's a long-term pump. I mean, we'd be looking at $100,000 Bitcoin slamming back down to what? A potential like $10,000, $15,000 Bitcoin. That would really drive, you know, the adoption backwards, like at least 2 years, 3 years. So a slow, steady growth as we move forward into 2019 and 2020 is the best overall, you know, solution for Bitcoin. And with this sideways movement, if we even continue moving sideways like this all the way up towards February, like I'm hoping for, and then take a small gain forward to the other side of 6.8 to the 7,075 area, I have no problem. I think that this would be the best overall concept for Bitcoin. But, you know, I'm just one guy out here in the woods ranting about magical internet money. I found that the best thing I can do is get my wife Samantha in here and, you know, us go to these EDM festivals and try to pass out those flyers I was showing you. Beyond that, and this show, you know, there's only so much you can do. I'm not a millionaire. I can't go out there and start trying to move and shake the market and try to get people to do things. At the same time, Bitcoin is so big at this point, I really don't feel that very many people could move or shake the Bitcoin market. I mean, we'd have to be looking at the Winklevoss twins.
I know, if the Winkles started dropping all their just take my bag. All right, here you go. Yes, that would be a lot.
Like that what's really happening with Bitcoin, we've been looking at over the last 2-3 months, that it's OTC. You know, everything's happening OTC, so we don't even really know what's happening. And unless you're actually looking at the movement of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on the blockchain, what we're seeing at the market is $1 million and under people speculating on what they think the price of Bitcoin is, trying to make that paycheck to be able to pay for their McMansions.
We have John from Malibu saying that he's going to go fly to OKC to meet Bitcoin Ben, Bix, and the boys tomorrow.
Nice.
Yep. And then Crypto Shrugged author says that Bix is a nice guy. And then Andy Anderson says Bix is almost always wrong. Then the Crypto Shrugged author says that he doesn't agree with him on a lot of things, but he's nice to talk to and has some interesting theories. And then John came back with that he will kill it then, and no free drinks for Bix. I don't know. Yes, I like to drink and things like that, but yes, it gets crappy when you're like watching videos of people that have had too many as they're still trying to talk about like crypto. So yes, the no free drinks might be a good way to go. Just saying.
All right. So I got 2 more little things out here to talk about. Then we'll talk a little bit about some EDC stuff and what's going on with the channel. Then we'll wrap it all up.
Wrap it all up.
Wrap it all up for the day. And what do I got here?
Like, would you laundry or and like? Oh yes.
Getting excited, are we?
Yes.
So we got France, right? We keep hearing about cryptocurrency over there. They were one of the first people to come out with some ICO regulation.
Oh yeah.
They to protect their national citizens is what they said.
I do remember that one.
We keep hearing stuff about a flat tax. You know, anywhere from like we've heard all kinds of numbers. You know what I mean? From like 35%, I think, down to as low as like 19% or something they were saying at one point.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're getting close to some kind of a final decision on this stuff. There's some bills or whatever their legal stuff is has been put forth to their parliament. And as long as this last little bit passes through their government, they're looking at a 30% flat tax rate that would become effective January 1st of 2019 if passed. Pretty much right now they're paying capital gains tax in the amount of 36.2%, possibly higher if their household income is more than whatever certain level they've set.
Right, yes.
You have to pull out the books, you know what I mean? Crunch some numbers and figure it all out.
Yeah, that graph, you know.
Yeah, when I looked at the article, this is what they were saying. So standard was 36.2%. They were going to drop it to 30%, a 6.2% on the capital gains. I mean, it's a little bit of a cutback. I still think 30% is too high to be paying. I mean, they go on and they try to explain what capital gains tax is, and if you couldn't if you didn't know what it was, and it means pretty much like if you bought Bitcoin today at 6,500, right, and then you waited a month and then you sold it at 7,000, you know, you'd make $500.
Yes.
So that $500 is now taxable and is considered capital gains tax.
Oh, so it's like the lottery crap.
You're supposed to take 36.2% of it and put it away and hold on to it until the end of the year so that you can pay your taxes on it. And that's why I read part of the article, but there was this big article on this kid that did trading with Ethereum. He put $5,000 in at the beginning and he made it all the way up to like $800,000, but now he owes $400,000.
Camera went off again.
You might want to check these wires.
I did touch that one. There we go. That one. Yep.
Right.
U-turn. Yep.
I think we had this problem.
Oh, Lord, we've had it before, and this is a different wire. We went and bought another one.
Is it again?
No.
So I'm just over here with O face on the camera.
Yep. Oh. Is it broke? Oh.
All right. So we seen the kid, right, trading $5,000, did great things, went up to $800K. But now he owes $400K in taxes, and the price of Ethereum has come backwards. He didn't really cash out into that much cash, so he doesn't really have the money to pay the taxes. I didn't get into the article, really. I just know that was the main gist. In the first couple bit of it, I read before I had to run.
That is horrible, though, because, that's like tax evasion-y crap. Like, that's bad.
Yeah, be pulling a Wesley Snipes.
Yepper. Oh, right. And, yes, how do you... I mean, I don't know. You can work out deals with them that you, for the rest of your life, you pay back the $400,000 or whatever. But really,
I mean, didn't your father have some problems with taxes because he worked overseas for a bit?
Yes, he worked in he worked in South Africa for a year almost,
and they taxes, and then
he didn't. Yep.
Yeah, and then he had to pay them back or whatever.
I think him and his ex-wife, like literally. This was probably almost 15 years ago or 10 years ago, and they just finished paying off the last installment of, and it was messed up because it was also they got divorced and they both still had to continue to pay on it and everything. Like it was, I guess, filing jointly or whatever really is a bad thing.
I know taxes are no joke. I know I never get mine because I owe so much in student loans that if there is supposed to be any sort of a refund,
they just take it.
But hey, anything to help them get that $30,000 down, way to go. You can have my $500 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yes.
All right.
We pay our taxes. We just, I mean, that's about it.
Since we're laughing already, the last little bit I got here that I didn't even bother reading the article. I thought the title pretty much covered it all. We got John McAfee, the joke.
No,
yeah. I mean, we love John McAfee, or at least we love to talk about him, at least with his hookers and cocaine and all of his love for life that we all wish we could live, or at least partake through vicariously.
Man, that man is robust. We'll just go with that.
He supposedly got a sky coin tattoo, and on the back side of this, I mean, it's up 12%. So if that can't just tell you about some of the ridiculousness and how desperate people are to make some gains around here, all you got to do is get a Bitcoin tattoo or cryptocurrency tattoo.
I wonder how much Ken Bozak made the coins pump. That, I mean, he's got a few.
That would be funny to go back and see if there was
right. Be like, when did you get that tattoo?
I don't think his tattoos are of any obscure. I mean,
no,
I've never even heard of Skycoin. I don't know what it is.
I know. I'm hopefully it's a pretty logo or something. Dear God.
I don't even know what his tattoo was or where he got it. I only read the title and was like, well, I guess I don't need to read more.
Right, John and we are good. Thank you, John.
Skycoin, 12%. That covers it.
God, I love the controversy that man brings because he is just crazy. Crazy. Like, for sure. Oh, government antivirus loveliness. I mean, man is crazy.
Okay.
Oh, Bitcoin Crypto News Education says Bitcoin is sensitive to current events. And looking at how the ETF has iced the market, it does not take a whale to move it. I mean, I think
any movement that was created out of like momentary volume, like that you created, would be short-lived.
Yes, like know? I think we need a lot to actually keep it there.
Long-term fluctuation in the price. I think if for some reason, like if I had, 20,000 Bitcoin and I were to sprinkle them across a few different exchanges and start trying to manipulate the price, even if I got a bot added to trade it back and forth amongst myself.
To be faster. And
as soon as I shut the bot off, I think that things would fluctuate back to normal within a day or two. I think it's hard to actually get something where other people are then going to think what you created and continue moving forward on that price.
Yes, value. To actually pump it, like to actually get people to be like, oh, wow, yeah, it's going up. It's going up.
Concept of, if you look at a loaf of bread, like let's just go cheap bread. The cheap bread at the store is $1, right?
Yes.
So what's going to make you think that bread is now worth $1.50 and make you continue thinking that? I mean, yes, the price might shoot up for a week as they talk about wheat rations on television or something, but you know what I mean? After that, the price of bread in your head is going to go back to $1.
I love you. It's funny because literally our dollar bread at my store went up to $1.25 like 2 weeks ago, and everyone is like, "You don't have dollar bread." I bring it up, and they're like, "You don't have dollar bread," and I'm like, "It's $1.25," and they are not happy. That quarter is really.
It's because you get things, Bitcoin traveling sideways at 6,000, between 6.3 and 6.6 or 6.7 or whatever you want to call the top there, as we didn't last long. We're getting stuck in that mindset that that's what Bitcoin's price is and should be.
Right.
I mean, and the longer
and then when you're on the exchanges and you're going, do I really want to buy it at 8,000? I mean, how long is it gonna? Yes, I get what you're saying on that. It's gonna take a lot to make people really stay there. I don't know.
I mean, it's good and it's bad. Like I'm saying, slow growth, I think, is the best thing that we need for Bitcoin. But of course, the longer we stay here in this range, the harder it is to break up and the harder it's going to be to break down. But then at the same time, we have deflationary going for us. We have things that will automatically push the price of Bitcoin higher versus the fiat dollar of whatever country you're in. And it's inevitable. It's one of those things you can't turn it back.
Yeah.
Because of the deflationariness, because of more people are constantly getting into Bitcoin and wanting to acquire it, because the network is constantly developing in a 360-degree fashion towards merchant adoption, peer-to-peer transactions, anonymity, all of it, everything. Easier user interfaces, credited investors, all that kind of stuff that everyone's talking about. That's the development of Bitcoin, and it is going outwards. It's not going inwards. Bitcoin isn't imploding. It's not falling apart. This is why it's called an emerging market. It is getting bigger and bigger as we move forward.
Yes. Okay. There's nothing else in the chat.
All right, then I guess. So.
Oh, JT Irby is here now. He says that, good morning, everyone. I'm here, barely. It's good to see you.
JT, my man. Well, at least, let's talk about what's coming up with the channel. We're going to be EDC tomorrow, right? EDC Saturday. Probably no show on Sunday. We will be out here Monday. You don't even know what your work schedule is.
I have no clue. Yes, I know that I requested these 2 days off, and they gave me today off, just cause. So yes. Sunday I could work, Monday I could work. I don't know.
Post EDC, the channel, I mean, it's going to be a little wishy-washy for a moment. We're going to be changing up our schedules. We will be back, though, even if we take 2 or 3 days off.
Could be starting the new job.
Yep.
I mean,
Samantha could be starting a new job. Things didn't go well for me. I mean, I don't know. I had an argument with the former employer over a cow got hurt, and he thought it was my responsibility, and I did not believe that it was my responsibility due to the fact that I wasn't there for the weekend and don't get paid a lot of money.
and it became an issue.
And it became an issue. So I may also be looking for some other form of employment. But so post EDC here, we're going to have to change things up a little bit with the time slot. But hey, that's going to be better for you guys out there in California and across the rest of the world that liked it when we had the later shows at 9 a.m.
Yeah, where you weren't having to wake up early.
Stay free in the morning. I might be doing early morning shows at like 9 or so by myself. I might do a few pre-records. We might switch to an evening show because I may go work a morning job and Samantha may go work a morning job, and it'd just be easier then to do a 6 p.m. show. I know a lot of people like that time slot.
Yeah, we'll just have to have a lot more bonfires and maybe do something about the lighting a little bit because it will be dark. But besides that, I mean...
Oh, you know I buy more floodlights.
Yeah. We have a lot of trees we can put lights in.
So, I mean... Like I keep telling you guys, you know, we're changing things up here a little bit of Bitcoin and coffee. We're trying to switch out from just getting out here and trying to, you know, give the news and run that free help desk. We're trying to take that extra stride, to go that extra mile, to do a little bit more. We're definitely going to be leaning towards this whole nonprofit organization situation and going more towards the whatever buzzword we're going to go with. Have we figured out what we're going to go with here yet? The advancement, the awareness.
I like expansion, but that's just
the
because,
adoption of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. You know, we're going to try to put feet to the ground. We're going to see if we can't get people to join us. We're doing it a little bit illegally this time without having a permit. But I've already been trying to blow up their like Twitter and Facebook and email, trying to get a hold of the people at the Forbidden Kingdom to see what I'd have to do to get a permit in order to pass out flyers.
We are not 100% on how this one is going to go because, yes, you are not really supposed to.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh, yes, it's happening. But if any point, like, you know, we get our flyers confiscated or, you know, something stupid, that is why we're trying to get in contact with the Forbidden Kingdom, like, be legit. So, yeah. But I don't know because they're not communicating with you at the moment.
All right. We're splitting the 200 in half between each day, and then I have plans to get a locker, and we're going to go put half in the locker.
No, because we have 5, so we also need, because we have 2. Because, see, I'm thinking, like, what?
Okay.
I know, math.
So we're gonna split them between the 2 days, and then I'm going to go put half in the locker, and we're going to pass half out in the beginning, and then we'll go back to the locker and get the other half just in case someone tries to take the flyers from us.
Oh, yeah. And then we're going to have some, yes, each of us will have some, so also 2 people, and yeah.
So it'll be split between 2 people.
Right, okay, yeah, that works.
All right. So besides all of that, I mean, we're going to try to bring you a bunch of we're thinking little 15-minute videos to try to take you guys along with us on this trip. I mean, you guys help fund it, you know, so let's show you guys what's going on.
There's going to be lots of pictures.
When it turns dark, I don't think we'll be talking to anyone about Bitcoin. I don't know if we're going to do any lives. It depends on what you guys tell us as we're out there doing it. If you guys are enjoying it, if for some reason the sound is horrible because it's too much bass where all you guys hear is, you know, but then we could always mute it. You guys could see the electric sky. I mean, there's a lot more to this event than, you know, the Bitcoin stuff. A lot of people go here because of the plur of the situation. What is it, Samantha?
Peace, love, unity, respect.
Yep. So, and I mean, Samantha's already got her candy going so she can start making friends by trading. I think that's probably going to be more how this goes, is that we're going to be going and introducing ourselves to small groups and talking about Bitcoin and handing them some flyers and telling them to put it in their bag, because this is more than just, you know, those flyers. Like you know, I'm not throwing them under the bus. It's just the only other person I've ever known that's gotten out there and talked about passing out Bitcoin flyers was the World Crypto Network with Mad Bitcoins. And he was handing out those flyers, and it was a lot of the propaganda kind of stuff that people talk about, where he was talking about how the price went up and stuff like that, where what I'm actually handing them is tools. You know, with the QR code, it will be taking them directly to the places they need to go to download the tool so that they can start utilizing the Bitcoin network and the peer-to-peer transactions and getting their hands on it as easily as possible and with as least confusion as there is to this whole situation. And I think that with them being, you know, EDM fans and this whole peace, love, and unity stuff, and then also with the electronical techno, they all have smartphones. You know this,
right? You can't not believe in the future when you like really.
So I think that they are definitely the young generation that we should be marketing Bitcoin to, because they seem like that they're going to be the most receptive to what we're talking about here and why we're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, JT said that good to see us, that he's been watching replays. And John says yes, 9 a.m. show. He also says have fun over there. So we will. I mean, no matter what, when you have that many people and that much music.
I know they're 95% sold out, I've seen. So, I mean, I don't even know what kind of numbers we're looking at. I mean, we're looking at a full Tinker Field. Yeah. I don't even know what they hold.
I don't know what max capacity. I mean, it has to be hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's huge.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, this is like the 8th or 9th year of EDC here in Orlando. And I know that the Las Vegas event brings something like 100,000 people, 200,000 people.
Right. Oh, Bitcoin Crypto News Education says he will be live Monday morning at 9 Eastern.
Yes.
Live.
Go over and subscribe to his channel. Follow him on Twitter. We're all taking care of each other. I mean, it's how cryptocurrency works, Support the community. Support the community, of course. Because supporting the community supports adoption.
Yep.
Right? And adoption is what we need, because the new people that get into cryptocurrency, they're what's going to help make this stuff more scarce. And then as soon as we have more people in it, peer-to-peer transactions work better. Peer-to-peer transactions don't work very well if, because you're always talking about April, Bob, Bill, and Carol. And if April and Bob have it, but Bill and Carol don't, it doesn't help, because Bill and Carol can't partake. They can't get Bitcoin. You can't give them Bitcoin. You guys can't trade goods.
The circle is not complete.
But as soon as April, Bob, Bill, and Carol all have Bitcoin, you guys are all working together, trading Bitcoin back and forth. And without the third party involved with it, nobody's messing up our money. No one's sitting there practicing fractional reserves. Nobody's out there creating negative deficit accounts. Nobody's out there willy-nilly printing this stuff off because they want more of it to be able to, get you to work for free as they deflate the dollar or inflate the dollar. I mean, none of it makes sense. And I mean, it's obvious at this point to anybody with more than a high school education that takes the time to actually look at what money is.
Because our kid says that some of his friends do stuff in Bitcoin and have done stuff and know stuff about it. So it's like, no, you don't even need a high school education.
It's just a matter of becoming aware of the situation. I mean, I know when I look back at myself, I saw myself in my 20s, and it was just, money was something I just got it and gave it away so that I could try to get the things I wanted to make life all right and me feel good. And it's like, that's not at that kind of a ratio. It just doesn't work. You're never going to get enough of it coming in to be able to cover everything and have a future.
I was just going to say, don't step backwards because you're going to get the chicken. Nope, she just wanted to be close, not near you.
They're just hanging out for the show, I guess. We've been out here for a little while.
Oh, yeah. That's only 8:30.
All right.
John says no toad licking.
Yeah, we're going to be on air, you guys. I mean,
what did I already say about the free drinks policy? You can't. No one's going to want to see anybody petting the, wall. Nope.
All right. Is there anything else, Samantha, that you'd like to talk about from the chat?
Bitcoin Crypto News Education says it. Wait. You all have fun at the EDC, and that he looks forward to seeing your live videos. I'm so happy. Okay. It's so close. Okay.
Would you like to wrap up our show today then, Samantha, with all of your excitement?
No, you do it. Because I don't even know your spill.
I really appreciate you guys coming out here and joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. Down below, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes for you guys to, go through, try to understand the cryptocurrency, a little market, help you figure out something if you're trying to make a good trade, get you started at a lot of different places. If you're looking to trade, sell some Bitcoin, all of those different things, take a look at it. There's also resources to help you out with taxes and bad Bitcoins. And I don't even know what I got down there. That list has been growing for over a year. Right? I think I'm almost maxed out on character space down there in the note section. I've had to erase different stuff before. You guys got to come over and follow me on Twitter. That's constantly growing. It's a great way to be able to hit me up and access me for that free help desk that I'm always talking to you guys about. What I mean by the free help desk is that if you get a hold of me through my email, eugeneforest20@gmail.com, you hit me up on Twitter, you hit me up on Tribes, you hit me up on Minds, you hit me up on DTube, you hit me up on Steam, you hit me up on any of those other social media platforms that I'm posting to. Ask me what you got going on with cryptocurrency, or try to set something up. I'll do a video interface on Google Hangouts if you want, and we can talk about whatever you're trying to figure out, or just try to help you understand cryptocurrency better. It's not going to cost you no 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin, because I'm here for the adoption of Bitcoin. I'm here for the further advancement of cryptocurrency and this peer-to-peer network. So that's all we're doing out here. Try to help spread the cause. We have donational addresses for that. We're going to be putting up another tally fund to raise for our next set of flyers and feet on the ground grassroots movement of being able to spread Bitcoin to the masses. And besides that, I mean, we'll be out here tomorrow, and don't forget that hit that notification bell, because I mean, I don't even know. I was saying that we should try to do 5 per day, 15 to 20 minutes, but Samantha was looking at me sideways. But we'll see what's happening, because as I see her excitement growing, I don't think it'll be that hard to convince her to turn this camera on and show you how amazing this event is and how receptive I think these people really are going to be to the advancement of Bitcoin, you know, into their ecosystem and their culture. I mean, I think that it's going to be a win-win situation, and I think that they're going to take to it without any hesitation. You guys go forward and have a great day. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
We love you guys. Bye.